Hello there, it's just me, your old buddy Grizzly Jim, and today we're going to take a little look at these, and this is the mybo Wave X recurve riser. So what we have here is the mybo Wave X ILF recurve riser. It's going to suit you if you want to shoot a bare bow or if you want to shoot it sort of Olympic style. It's however you want to do your archery. This is going to fit in with the way you want to shoot. It's available in 3 different sizes. You've got a 23, a 25, and a 27-inch riser. Now, depending on the limbs you use, that's going to give you everything from a 66-inch bow all the way up to a 72-inch bow. It's 64 inches all the way up to 72 inches. It's basic maths, Jim. How can you not get this? You're an embarrassment. It's like you don't even care anymore. Based on sort of short, medium and long limbs. So it's very adaptable. It's going to suit a wide variety of draw lengths and applications, so you've got plenty to play with. But one of the things that I really love about this bow, now you know me, I'm a trad guy. I like kind of wooden bows and things, but I do have an appreciation for the more modern manufactured bows, and this here kind of pretty close to my heart because it's made right here in the UK. It's manufactured on site. I've actually seen these go from a single billet of 6082 aluminium right the way through to what you have here, which is a really substantial recurve riser. And I you know, when things are a bit quiet, I quite often go and see the CNC machines operating. I see the sort of the processes of making these bows, and I find it fascinating watching the machines go. So I do have a newfound appreciation for this type of bow. Now, what we're looking at here is obviously it's like I say, it's a single piece of aluminium machined to some incredibly high tolerances. Now, this bow was designed to be very affordable. Now, I'm not going to put the price in the video because prices change and fluctuate and things, but I will put a link in the description to this bow so you can check it out for yourself. But it's at a price point that it's really good value for money, and that's not just me sort of pushing it on you because I'm trying to sell these, but for the bow that it is, I think it's an incredibly good price, especially when you consider the amount of work that's gone into it. Now, I find with other bows out there, a lot of the time you're paying for a name. You know, I'm not going to mention any other the sort of brands and things, but a lot of time you are paying for brand names when it comes. It's not just archery, it's most things. And something like this has been, I think a decision was made when they were making this bow that it was never going to be a hugely expensive bow. Purely because we sell so many of them, it offsets the price. But I think you are getting a hell of a lot of bang for your buck when it comes to this bow. The margins, the tolerances, the design work that's gone into it is mind-blowing, really. It's fantastic. And compare that to something else, I think you are getting much better value with a bow like this, especially when you consider some of the features that you have. The first thing I want to talk about is, you can probably see here, it's an offset riser, which means it gives you a much more neutral balance point when you're shooting it because of the way it's offset. There's not a lot of risers that do that, and I think that's a very advanced feature for a bow like this, and I think it's a really good idea. I think I know aesthetically I quite like that kind of offset. I mean, I really need to get one of these set up and have a play with it. But certainly from a feel in the hand point of view and a sort of a balance, I think that's going to give you a hell of a nice stable shot when you're shooting it. The other thing that I think is worth noting is most ILF risers are adjustable. You've got sort of the limb adjustments here and there, but the whole plate, instead of just a single bar in the ILF housing, the whole plate is adjustable. So you've got a lot more stability when your limbs are clicked into place in this, which I think is extremely good. You've got the machined in clicker points on there, so you know you don't have to colouring your bow with Sharpies and whatnot to let you know where your clicker position is. Should you be using a clicker? It's machined for a couple of positions for a pressure button there. So you've got options. You've got a inset aluminium, stainless steel, not aluminium. Come on, get it together. Machined bushing in your stabilizer, so that's going to give you a nice straight stabilizer housing. You've got a very high quality finish. Now, it was available in a sort of an almost a glossy finish, and although we do have several of these still in stock, they are moving away to a more matte finish, which is, I think, superior to the, it's still anodized, it's still an anodized finish, but this has been sandblasted, and doing that you get a little bit more of a consistency and color when anodizing, and also it's a little bit more tactile to the touch. It feels a little bit more rough, which I actually prefer. I don't do fantastically well with shiny things. I tend to wreck shiny things quite easily. So a matte finish bow is perfect for me. I actually prefer a matte finish. But yeah, I mean, like I say, it's just, I personally think it is I know it feels like I've probably got a dog in this fight because we manufacture this bow, but I think for the money, you can't really go wrong with this bow. I've compared it to other bows of a higher price point, the same level of this bow, same sort of I don't know, higher intermediate sort of level of archer that this bow's aimed at, and it knocks all others into a cocked hat. If I'm completely honest with you, it's just such a nice, elegant shape. I find a lot of recurve risers now are very bulky up on the limb ends, and I don't like that. I like slender, narrow looking bows, and this fits that for me personally. And you find when people get into the sport of archery and they're looking to invest in some equipment, they'll buy their riser and they'll buy their limbs, and then when they decide that they're really into their archery, they will upgrade their riser, and then they will upgrade their limbs. I'm finding a lot of people now, and I'm certainly seeing a lot of people going in with this kind of riser and they're keeping it longer. So I'm seeing this type of riser with some very high-end limbs. So people are liking this riser and they're keeping it, and they're growing, and you know, they're sort of moving on from their sort of intermediate limbs and going for like a really nice high-end set of limbs on this riser. It's performing admirably. So definitely check it out if you are into that kind of style of archery. If you're into the, you know, the aluminium kind of risers, the bare bow risers, the Olympic style risers, I certainly recommend checking this out. I think they're a cracking looking bow. If you're in the UK and you want to come and check them out, we've got plenty in stock, so come and have a look at those. Like I say, I'll put a link in the description for you. But as far as a recurve riser goes, I don't think for the sort of price point you'll be able to find a better riser than this. Yeah, that's just my opinion anyway. But anyway, I hope you found that useful. It's nice to talk about something other than stick and string. It's nice to sort of have a look at the technical side of things, and yeah, I hope you can appreciate the work and the design that's gone into these risers. I think they are kind of really kind of works of art. But anyway, I hope you found that useful. You take care, shoot straight, and I'll see you on the internet. Bye bye.